Blessed Love family, great news from the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. We are now enrolling new students for our ongoing international homeschool program. Yes, family, now is the time to contact us to get more information on our African heritage classes as well as our astronomy classes. Let me explain. Our classes are factually and scientifically based, plus designed and prepared for the inquisitive yet tender mind of the child. Classes are sent out daily via the email and will appear in your inbox every Monday to Thursday. Your young ones will receive over 140 classes in a 10-month period. That's an academic year. Interactive, colorful. Your children will love it and you will be happy that you made that investment in them. But listen to this. We have a very special offer for you, family. This 10-month homeschool program usually goes for $50 per month. But for a limited time, you will pay only $30 per month. And hear this, not $3, but $200 for the full academic year if you decide to take the full year package. This is a worthy investment in your young ones. To enroll today, email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com or visit the website priestisaacinstitute.com for more information. Also, feel free to ask us for a sample, a free sample of our classes. Once again, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Blessed love. Yes, family, blessed love. We definitely give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Of course, it is a joy that you could definitely come and sup with us again here in the Tiger's Nest. The Honorable Priest Isaac here with you, just a joy. And, you know, I was just going to hold a meditation and actually decided that I would share this meditation with the loved ones, with the family. What I'm going to do, I'll be taking in a wonderful short interview that was done with the Honorable Priest Flegal at the headquarters there in Jamaica, the headquarters of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress Church of True Divine Salvation. So we definitely will be going into that in a moment, as we definitely hear his words as he speaks of our president, our God and King in flesh, the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. Of course, you know, we glorify Father and Mother of creation as we give thanks for Marcus Mosiah Garvey and give thanks continually for the fullness of the heavenly host. Of course, the Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. And before we go into that, you know, I got to remind you of the 3rd of November. Before I remind you of the 3rd of November, you just heard the ad as it relates to our international homeschool classes. And of course, you know, I'm going to ask you, not if you have enrolled as yet, but have you at least contacted me? At least so you could at least get a sneak preview of the classes that your young ones will be receiving. I just want to remind you, family, that this is not just a course. This is a program that has been designed for the whole academic year. Just want to stress that point. So your youths will be definitely occupied with the daily lessons, Monday to Thursday, that they will be getting from their African history and heritage, and of course, their astronomy. And as you know, we are continually upholding this special offer that we have been keeping up for the last couple of months. And this is to ensure that it is made available for everyone, in the reach of everyone, whether you're just paying $30 a month or you're going to pay the $200, which will cover the whole year. Keep that in mind. You could have 10 children, even if it was the old lady who lived in the shoe, who had so many children and she didn't know what to do. She just have to pay for one course or for one, make one payment then, and that will cover the whole shoe and everybody that lives in the shoe in reality, and they'll all get a certificate when they're done. But in all fullness, family, this is a program, again, designed for the young ones. When we created it, it was done to keep their attention and, of course, to give them information that they would appreciate. And I can clearly say to you, this has been tried and proven. And as you would see, those of you who keep up with our videos, those who have passed through the program definitely have been, definitely have appreciated what they've gone through and consider that it was something that was worth their while. So I'm encouraging you, man, to email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, where you will get more information if you need more information, or if you're ready to enroll your young ones. I mean, to be honest, by now you should be ready to enroll. Just contact me and say, yeah, Priest, I'm ready to enroll. Let's roll. All right. But hey, I got to remind you for sure. Remember, the 3rd of November will be our special Patreons Day / Webathon. This is the official launch of the Institute. I'm talking about the Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge website. If you have not visited our website as yet, that's priestisaacinstitute.com. Of course, the link is in the description below. And of course, that will definitely carry you to Radio Anu, our international radio, the international flavor, the universal spice. But listen to this, although it is up and running, still to some degree under construction, we are having the official launch of website and radio station on the 3rd of November. That is the anniversary of the coronation of Menelik II. This is going to be a whole day affair. From 6 a.m. in the morning until 12 midnight, we're going to have special guests throughout the day. We're going to have interviews, special speakers. I'm going to have a special guest sound as well. We're going to have special offers on all of our products throughout the whole day, whether it be our books, documentaries. We'll have some new documentaries, our courses, so many things that we have to offer. And I want you to keep in mind, this is going to be an annual affair. This is designed specifically for all our patrons, of course, who would want to patronize what we have, but not just to patronize. Now, we're going to give you what people call a good deal on that day, whether it's buy one and get 10 free or 50% off, whatever it is, you will know when the time comes. But I'm just saying that, I'm just putting that out on that level, but I'm looking forward, family. In our reality, all I really want you to do more than anything else is just to be there. All I really want you to do, family, is just to be there. The 3rd of November, when 6 a.m. hits, turn on Radio and just be with us until 12 midnight. And trust me, you will say, well, this was a day well spent. Whether you're going to the work, the office, whether you're going to catch a plane, make sure you carry Radio Anu with you. Tell the pilot to listen, share it, and that's another thing, share the information and let everybody know what's going on. It's going to be a wonderful day. We intend to have some priests as well from the Congress passing through, whether it's to utter a prayer, to give a word, noonday sacrifice, so many things will be going on that day. And I'm looking forward to your presence. Now I have my chalwa here to light up my chalice. But before that, oh yes, I got to remind you of this, because this is right now, this is this Sunday. We're going to have a wonderful online lecture. For those who haven't heard, yes, the online lectures have returned. And of course, we're going to have a wonderful one this Sunday, the 24th of October. We'll be talking about the Divine Black. That's the name of the lecture. And of course, if you've been watching our previous videos and those who have been listening to the Tiger's Nest on Radio Anu, you could see we are preparing the minds of our followers, listeners, fans, whatever have you, for sure, for this lecture on Sunday, because this is going to be dynamic. It's Africa's presence in all civilization. Oh my, this is going to be a mighty one. I'm sure by now you should have, I'm saying by now you should have received your online ticket. Because remember, at 6 p.m. on Thursday, the 21st of October, which is basically now, that will bring to an end the special early bird tickets, which is just $10. The admission for the lecture is $15. This is the lecture on Sunday I'm talking about. But you could get your tickets for only $10. To me, $15 is only too, but still, you could get your tickets for only $10 if you purchase them or purchase it specifically before Thursday, the 21st day of October. So I don't know when you're seeing this video, but once you contact us before Thursday, the 21st day of October, 2021, before 6 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time, you definitely could get your ticket for only $10. I mean, the levels of information you're getting here, and I'm going to tell you again, bring the young ones to this lecture. It's going to be like an extension of the homeschool class as well. It's not a theological discourse. We're not trying to prove or convince nobody of anything. We're just going to be putting down some nice facts, something that anybody that's interested in knowledge will definitely love to feast off of. So prepare for that. It's going to be a wonderful gathering, Sunday the 24th. Just contact us. We will give you the link, and you'll be able to come into the webinar room and sit for yourself, and everything will be wonderful. So you know how to contact me, don't you? Email us, Priest Isaac Institute, no apostrophe S's, Priest Isaac Institute at gmail.com. And of course, the link is in the description. And of course, to pay for your lecture, you could either use the CashApp, the PayPal. Again, links are in the description. And if you do not have these money transfer options, well, you could still contact us and we will definitely tell you what is the next step. All right. So what I want to do right now, let me see. I have my chalice here ready, family. I hope everything is well with you. And I am preparing for the Tiger's Nest tonight. Give thanks for all of those who join us in the Tiger's Nest every night. Blessed love, family. I know tonight is not going to be any difference for sure, But what we're going to do now, as you know, the Honorable Prophet Daniel was with us a few days ago in our previous chalice talk. And he was speaking about his venture to the Congress headquarters at Bobo Hill. And of course, you would have heard me ask him on air if it was possible for me to air some of these interviews that he conducted when he went to the headquarters, of which I would have, let's say, some samples of what was done, and permission was given. So it is only with great joy that I will be presenting right now a wonderful short interview that the good brother Daniel did with the Honorable Priest Flegal, ancient elder within the Congress. So as such a reasoning goes through, I'm going to light up my chalice and we'll meditate on the vibration thereof. The Honorable Priest Flegal is with us. Give thanks again, all courtesy, African Liberation Network, and of course, all respect to the Honorable Prophet Daniel, and also Honorable Prophet Corey. Holy Emmanuel, I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Your name?
Honorable Priest Flegal.
Give thanks, Honorable. So how long has the I been a member of this Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, my lord?
Yeah, I'm on a chart this place from 1974. So from 74 till now 2021. That's about 47 years or 48 years,
True, my lord. True, my lord. So what made you come to this? What brought you here?
Well, when I used to try out of Babylon there, out of road. I man used to praise His Majesty, Haile Selassie, and I see Selassie as King David, the Almighty God. But I bring sure after Black Christ, the man who shed him blood, you know? Man who come for redeem I and I captivity. We know the throne of David. Selassie I never come to captivity. But Jesus did come to captivity. So when I get the culture of the Black Christ, I come seek of the man. And from 74, I find the man. And now it's 2021. I no regret a day when I come to this man. Because it make I be who I am is today, you know. A man of understanding, you know. And the man say wisdom and knowledge, but above all things, choose understanding. And his understanding I use to survive Pandicilia till this day, you know.
Yes, my Lord, give thanks. So what kind of man was King Emmanuel, is King Emmanuel, and that made you love him so much to stay here?
You see, the father love with the man show I and I, the compassion there. The man treat I as a son in every field. When I go to the man always a reason die upon understanding. That's how I could have see myself. The man show I say, him never show I say my God, you know, him show I say we are gods and goddess of the earth. And when the man explain to the liberty of I and show I where I come from, because when I check, when I as black people come down here in a slavery, the man get a full understanding what take place. So when I come here, I find out I come to a school, you know, a university. And the teachment where Prince Emmanuel teach I never get out there in Babylon. So I have to hold on upon this. That's why I come to this man, you know.
True, my Lord. So, like, what was your office like? What did you do when you came here that like for your work to the Congress?
Well, when I come to the Congress, I come with an empress and two youth. You know, a boy, a prince and a princess. I carry with I and I empress. So Prince Emmanuel show I say I have to build up a house for I empress. And I can have a house for myself. Because I empress and I know to live at the set gates. Because when she go up on her journey, she have to go up on her journey for her gates. So I build up a house for I empress. And I go and rally with some bridge until I could have built up a house for myself. So I did have my own house. And I youth them, you know, through them a baby. They used to go in a house with the empress, and when she free, the youth them come over to our gates and thing, and my empress come check her. So during those times, you know, try to say it's a self-reliance thing this. I never come for depend upon no one to take care of our family and our empress. So I come to Prince Emmanuel, teach the brethren them how to sell broom and them thing. They show them how to make broom. And I start build broom to take care of our family also, you know. Because it's a self-reliance, you know. You just come here and on a bed of rose. Like you come here, come sit down upon the man. You come here, come work because him say him call us to build, not for mash down. So when I come here, I try to find something to do. That's how I could have been independent within myself. True Marshall.
Yes, my Lord. So what was your, like did you know King Emmanuel personally? You get to meet him and talk to him? And if so, what kind of man was he?
Well, the first, let's go back. The first time I come to the hill, when I just come to the hill, and I hear about Emmanuel and I see the bubble them, when I go back a road, I get a turban. I buy a piece of turban length and build it, get it sew. So when I come in for sitting, you know, upon the camp, I carry the turban with I. And I show just say, I come home to him with my brother and an ex-empress that he has witness. And just say, give thanks to the prodigal return home, my Lord. And I show just say, I have a piece of turban length where I want him to bless. And just say, yes, and I take the turban and give John. Him turn to the east and bless it. And I hand it back to I. And when John hand it back to I told just say, Dada, you know, say, I'd have the man tie my turban for I. And just turn around and tie my turban. So Prince Emmanuel tied this for me. The first time I wear turban, is Prince Emmanuel tied. Wow. And to the joy where I get feel when I come around Virgin until I say, me look like me have a turban long time. You see what I say?
Yes, my Lord.
Yeah, so even that first love there, I never forgot that love there. Where I come see how the man deal with I, and it's a joy, and the man crown I, you know what I'm saying? So when I see that man there, him is a father to I, him is a teacher, him is everything to I. Because I man never grow with no father out of Babylon there, you know. It's like whole year they grow I, you know. My old man run to England from me a baby, and me never know him till me at 21. And me never see him again till me about 30 odd. You know, 2 times I ever see my old man personal. So any old man for me, and father, a Prince Emmanuel.
My Lord, give thanks for that story. That's, you know, wonderful. It tells us a lot about his personality, you know, as a man. Yeah, because, you know, ones that, like my age, we didn't get to meet him, you know. So all we can hold on to is the stories that we can get from our elders, you know. So give thanks for sharing, my Lord. And so what about the Ethiopia-Africa Black International Congress is like the most important thing that you think that the world should know, the black world of people?
Yeah, man.
And the world in general.
Yeah, the world would know more about we already, but I true Rastaman divide themselves. Because in 1958, the first of March, the first Nyabingi Convention seminar keep anywhere in the world, in Jamaica, yeah. It keep a place named Bakawal. You know, when them say you come from Bakawal, that means it's nothing. Back to one of those places. Well, the first Nyabingi Convention keep a Bakawal. And it gathered 4,000 souls, both locally and internationally. This is what I say? It lasted for 21 days. A red, gold, and green banner did stretch across Spanish Town Road in front of Bakawal where it keep. The then governor of Jamaica, Sir Kenneth Blackburn, because them time they are England and rule Jamaica. Jamaica never get independent yet. In 1962, them get them falls independent. 58, them never get independent yet. And England did a rule. And the then governor for Jamaica them time, they are white men named Sir Kenneth Blackburn. On the 3rd day of the bingy, him drive commanded in him limousine and him park up on the side of the road. He never come out of him car. He spend about 30 odd minutes out there and observe what go on. Because he say black man government a farm, you know. Because every Rasta, them time you never have 12 tribe, you never have Orthodox, you never have bingy, you never have all kind of different names. All house in a one. I just Rasta man you there talk about. We never talk about no house. After the 21 day Nyabingi over, told the man them get some pump up and current up. Man say, we want to go home. And man a chant for freedom, redemption, repatriation. Them say Jamaica no, Africa yes. And every man march go Victoria Park. I know for years say name Victoria Park, you know, say Elizabeth one. Them now call it St. William Grand Park. Them change the name. But it's Victoria Park. When we in there, I'm going to agitate for repatriation. All kind of journalists and all kind of reporter come and I interview the rest of them. You have some little troublemaker. Kind of where Rasta go, you know. Satan follow, you know. Them see one statue, one white man statue. Them fling a stone and lick off the statue, piece of the statue on. Them see one tree mark Princess Margaret. Them light fire around the tree and burn it down. So the people them were in at the park, go tell the police them because police and soldiers they circle the park, you know. Them go tell the police them say the bubble, the Rasta them in there mash up the park. And the police them raid in there. And some judgment bar lick. Even our father, Prince Emmanuel, was severely beaten while other Rastas run off for them life. Because the troublemaker them run gone, you know. So I saw the bingy, they get mashed up. Because they cause a confusion. This was it. So after the confusion, the Prince Emmanuel goes straight back at 54B Spanish Town Road, Bakawal, when they started. And they the rest dread them now. You have a man named Planner. He was one of the first one to go one side. To set up one little group. And I saw this 12 tribe, this Orthodox and this Bingy house and this different house come about. You have one named Claudius Henry. Him and a man named Father Gooden. From out 3 miles. Go farm up one thing named Peacemaker. You see what I say? So I saw that's sitting up to 13 different groups a Rasta. So if Rasta never split up so, probably would have gone home long time. If them did not want. But two them divided and go run off. If them just come back, like a Prince Emmanuel go right back. At 54 Priest Spanish Town. When them see it couldn't happen. When them go and see say them thing now work. 1976. Then come up on the hill and they know. Whole I Rasta them. Planner Sam Brown, historian, Gadman, Center Fox. Whole heap of them. One name Center Fox. Yeah man, Watto, Garvey. Whole of them come on the hill and they know. I said them want to keep a all island bingy, like when they keep a 54B Spanish Town Road. Just say yes, that's good, yes. But just tell them if you keep the bingy on the hill. That's when the sun go out to the city. That drop the people them on the hill. Them say no, them want to keep it on a neutral ground. And them keep it at one place named George 6 Memorial Park. Elizabeth Place again, you know. Hero Circle. Now I'm burying gum, then go keep it now. And then go up there again, go burn down one next tree. One next tree where Elizabeth plant. And the soldier them use bulldozer. And bulldozer them out. That's why I say I know as Bobo. Anyway, see them and keep them things. We not too love run go there. Because mix up them, they will get you in a problem. Yeah man, I said to my lad.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, to do the same thing when they could have done it here in a safe space where there's not no Victoria on nothing or Elizabeth. But anyway, you know, you see how people, the division is deep in their heart. They don't want to. So, but yes, my Lord. So when you came to the foundation then, what was it like? Like how was life? Yeah.
Well, it's when I come to the foundation, you have brethren from all over the island. St. Mary, Mantua Bay, all about. You know, people, but you never hardly have any foreign up on deal. When I just come on deal, one brethren it come from foreign. But when I come on deal here, then now, I and a brethren used to go to school out of Babylon there, named Brandel Downer. Me and him used to go to school. So when his mother they sent for him a foreign. So when him come back from foreign and look for me then now, he used to me there Bobo Hill. So him come check me up here. And I start culture him and him go meet Emmanuel and him love when him see I go on. So him go back a foreign then now. Go start and when me look me see bridging from foreign start coming in. Every week you see 2-3 men are coming from America, New York, because him used to go to university up there. Him culture and bridging them. Some of them come for see what I go on, but most of them when them come and them see the reality, them not go back. Tell man from Trinidad, man from Bahamas, man from all different small islands start coming. Tell you have the England man them start coming. Tell all one at a time now, more foreign at the Pandila, more than local. You see what I'm saying? And I chew that bridge in there, where I didn't know from school. I use him. Because I come check her here, you know, and him come meet her, and meet her. Him go back and start spread the word, and him bridging the man, you know? Yeah. So I saw you see a lot of bridging from foreign come in here, you know? Yeah, man, it was a joy if you say bridging, but at them time, me was just a prophet and move through. Tell John I'm a priest, you know? I man, when I get a priesthood, I get in the tabernacle. Get a 9 on a Sabbath. I alone in the tabernacle. You see what I said? True, Marshall.
So like, there was women and children here. You had your family. So what was like I know your son, Priest Shimron, is a priest as well. Like, how was it growing up a family here, you know?
You have to be a warrior. You have to be a soldier. You have to be militant. No little soft man can't grow family or so. You have to come with a meditation, not depending on people to take care of your family. You have to be a man where God they go deal for work for your family. You see what I say? When I say God they go, we don't work for Babylon, you know. But try if you do any little thing that your family can hire it. Because it's not easy. Because this, if you live in a camp, we do over 100 odd man. And about 12 women or 30 women. You know, easy. You see what I say? So you know, say you have a militant and you have to know if you deal with your youth them. Because them live amongst youth and because for instance, a youth to come show yourself, a brethren talk to her away. You have to look on the youth and say, where you do the bridging, that's him talk to you away. You can't just, as the youth come tell you, say, a bridging talk to you away. You say, yeah man, a fighter them and start cuss. You have to call up your youth and say, what you do? Make the bridging, because the bridging is no madman. When you know? So when if she explain what she do now, I say, I have to go check the bridging. I go check the bridging, and if she wrong, I give her wrong, and if she right, I will show the bridging and say, no, you can't deal with her, so. This is what I say? Yes, so you have to have that impartiality spirit in you to deal with our youth. And you can't pet up youth up here, so. You have to show make them know the principle first, stand. You have to grow them now way. That's why you see, most of my youth, them grow up and deal, them never go Babylon school from them born one day. None of them never go Babylon school. From Shimran there, my daughter them. But you are going to know. Me have one of them near Ethiopia. When Jadin make a move, they know, and family start send them youth at school. I send her at school. Okay. And she end up at St. Queen's High School in Meadowbrook, in Kansas Spring there. And I send her at Queen's. But you see the vibes when I get out of the one them when I not send her at Babylon school. I get a different vibes, and I feel I'm more loving her vibes from the one them when never go Babylon school. More than the one them when I send go out there. Because I have our sons and daughters out there too, you know, before I come here. And through them in the colonial world, them just, anytime them see me, them say, yeah, them see them father, but them not check for me like how my son will grow on here. With me, who never go Babylon school, would I check for me? Yes, and right now, although you see them never go Babylon school, them stand up and reason with any intelligent people. That's people that will ask us, because Shimran there, them go anywhere over the world, go culture people. Intelligently. You see what I say? Yes, and them never go Babylon school one day for them bad. You see what I say? Yes, sir. So you see the power is a giant. So I have to glorify if you grow up some youth on here, so. And when I look the difference and see how them come up in the earth, I feel give thanks, you know. See me have my daughter Africa, then I have a grandpit in Ghana. Mm-hmm. You see what I say? Yes, sir. And my daughter, every day she have say, Dada, you not come. That means she does stuff over the shoe na ball, say for me come. Right. She said, Dada come no, Dada come, you not come, I want to see you. This is what I say? Yes, sir. True, Master. Yes, my Lord.
We give thanks, so, you know, for Marcus Garvey, 134th Earth Strong, is there any words that you would love to say to the people, you know, to any message that you have, you know, just to kind of seal up the reasoning still, my Lord?
Yeah. Marcus Garvey say, well, if you look to Africa, him say if we don't see him down here in time of the redemption, we'll see him on the shore of Ethiopia, getting out, dispelling all European alienation. But himself look for him at the storm. And today Marcus Garvey birthday and we see rain and storm and come in. So we see the same word live, you know. Because all them people we see they dead in the mega passage, you know. 100 of black people them throw off a ship. Them spirit they out in the water, they still build up these storm, you know. And them come for them people, you know. Nothing say them blood was shed in vain, so we shark heat and all kind of thing. Them spirits still out there, so at them, when it's a storm come, we have to just give thanks because I know say Ajah do him thing. If it even come and mash on with us, we know say Ajah do him work, we glorify, you know. Yes, so on this day as Marcus' birthday, I will ask all my brother and sister them, look towards Africa. Because without Africa right now, the West are going to perish. That's the whole Western hemisphere. This place couldn't be our home. It must be somewhere else. Some people say I'm mad, they don't know it feel to be sad. I don't know who could be glad in a situation like this. My last shirt turned off my back and it's not the fact. My shoes is down to the sole. Can't tell when I don't even own a bed. Couldn't tell when I eating good bread. That's how hell business go, you know?
Yes, my Lord. Marshall. Give thanks, my Lord. Heart of love, heart of celebration, my Lord.
Honorable. Give thanks to that, you know? Yes, sir. That's heart of love. See? My Lord.
Give thanks. Voice of the Honorable Priest Flego. Of course, all courtesy of the African Liberation Network. Wonderful interview by the Honorable Prophet John Daniel. Do give thanks. Give thanks for all the words of inspiration. So yes, family, give thanks for the Honorable Priest. I speak of the Honorable Priest Flegal in his expression there. Give thanks for his strength. Give thanks for the full vibration thereof. And if you were listening well to that interview, you would have definitely heard the rain coming down. At least I think that's what I heard. But it has to be that, because that was headline news in this 2021, you know, the storm coming off of Haiti and just landing in Jamaica on Marcus Garvey Earth Day, the 17th of August. Listen, this thing never misses. This thing never misses. How many of you have seen the Night of the Black Tiger? In fact, there is a clip that we extracted from the documentary The Night of the Black Tiger that is on the YouTube. I don't know. I can't remember what the title of the video is. It's something of the sort like Marcus Garvey in the hurricane, something like that. If you go to our YouTube page, you know, or you type in Precise Marcus Garvey in the hurricane, I'm sure the video will come up. But it's just an excerpt, a little piece from the full documentary that we have entitled The Night of the Black Tiger. The Night of the Black Tiger specifically goes into the divinity of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, you know. So what I'm saying now is that that little excerpt from that documentation specifically, you know, goes into that whole science of the whirlwind aspect of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and not just the whirlwind aspect of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, but also highlights, you know, the dates and the year and the time, you know, as it relates to Marcus Mosiah Garvey and his appearance specifically on his Earth Day. So this is why I was saying that how mystic it is, you know, and quite timely, really. It's still mystic, but it's not a surprise. Mystic don't mean it's a surprise, but it's still mystic that on Marcus Mosiah Garvey's Earth Day, you know, the 17th of August, 2021, as I said, it was international headline news that it flooded out Jamaica. You understand? So you could actually hear that that interview was conducted on the 17th of August. You heard them expressing that. It sounded like the service was in the background there. I don't know if it was a recording or the service, but you could hear the downpour, you know, of the showers coming in, you know. So that is the powers even within the mystic of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And of course, the Honorable Priest Flegal, being an individual, he didn't speak that much of that, but who would have been the chauffeur of the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, and would have carried him on several diplomatic affairs and diplomatic moves, and would have, you know, driven him, you know, where he needed to go when the king would have desired to make a move. So we give thanks for such a warrior, even within such an order, within this order, within this faith. If I'm not mistaken, he would have celebrated 70 years of life, you know, not too long ago. So that is where he is. And even at the same time, you know, if I'm not mistaken, again, the Honorable Empress Phyllis should be celebrating 80 years of life in a very short time, in November or something thereof. And even Honorable Empress Sharon would have also celebrated that 70 year of life. So give thanks for those who we consider and who we refer to as elders, who are also ancients amongst us, archives, you know, individuals with enough wisdom to impart to us. And you must understand the wise mind of an elder is such that many elders give their wisdom to who they see desire the wisdom. Trust me. You have elders amongst you filled with so much information, so much wise mind, so much experience, so much to teach you, so much to impart, so much to say. But they've been here a long time now. So when you act as if, I know that already, and you try to act as if you want to teach them, let me show you how it really goes. The elders will hold back their wisdom. But those who come diligently seeking the knowledge from the elders and seeking the sincere milk from the cow, Hathor, oh yeah, man, Hathor will definitely spill it for that person. It is not that you cannot teach him. The babe and suckling, the same suckling can teach, but the suckling is still suckling and sucking the nourishing breast of its mother. So it's a very mystic thing. That is why it says that the elders, the youth have the strength, but the elders know the way. Enough elders have the strength too. Enough elders literally have the strength. So give thanks for them elders that still have the strength. So give thanks for the youths with the strength, and even those wise youths that know the way as well. So it's a joy, basically, to hear the words of such honorable one. And, this is why as a nation, as a government, really, it is necessary for that growth and that real building of the empire family. I'm telling you the truth. For in times like these. You see, let me just say this before I see them. In Psalms, I'm a bit rusty on this Psalm here, but I know everyone that reads Psalms will know for sure what I'm speaking of. Now, of course, there's this specific Psalm, I think it's in the 20s, that says that a generation shall serve him. I just want you to listen to me good. No. A seed shall serve him, and it shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. And they shall teach unto them that is to come that the Lord has done this. And I think if anything, I may have one or two words out of place, but that's basically what it said. Is the last verse of the Psalm. And I know those of you who know the Psalms know the Psalm that I'm just quoting from. I'll say it one more time. I find it quite important. Hear this, man. It says here that a seed, is a seed? I think so, man. A seed shall serve him. It shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation, and they shall teach those that are to come that the Lord has done this. There's something of the sort. Now, what I'm saying is that these Psalms as well is obviously prophecy. Anything that is spoken of as if it's something that will happen. Well, this is what's going to happen. But it's going to happen tomorrow or in the next 5,000 years, but it's going to happen. So it's something to look forward to, So it's a prophecy. And if it comes, especially if it comes true, that means, well, it's a real prophecy. A prophecy may not necessarily have to be in a religious or even a theological aspect. A man said this is gonna happen by this time. Wait, you see, and it happened. Oh, that's very prophetic, isn't it? All right, fair enough. Good. So that prophecy in the Psalm is being fulfilled right now. You see, many of us don't understand the age that we live in. This is a very mystic time you have to consider. If you see Haile Selassie I and King Emmanuel and Marcus Garvey as who you say they are, and you understand the time frame, 1975, the emperor disappeared. That's not too long ago. Many of you watching and listening, you were already walking and talking in 1975, when the emperor came off the scene. So it is a now time thing we're dealing with, and you have been born in this now time. You were born in the time that many ancient prophets and seers wish that they would have come in, but many of them come again in this time. That's the point that I'm trying to show the eye. So listen to me good. So when it says now, a seed shall serve him, a generation shall serve him. You heard what Prophet Daniel said there? He said that, so a man like you, Honorable Priest Flegal, who, sit with the Honorable King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, unlike a man like me who never get to sit with the Honorable King Emmanuel, tell us a little bit about him. So that statement shows that you have two Bobo Shanti speaking to one another there. The two of them at the headquarters, the two of them at King Emmanuel Palace, and one never had the opportunity to sit with him, and one was his driver. So how did that happen? Well, it's just over the course of time. Number one is older than the other. So in a sense, on that level, he had a head start. He was a young youth in the order as well. When he came in, it's just natural. The young one will be an elder too. It's just a natural thing. Everyone has their time. This has been going on for a long time. Now, at the time when King Emmanuel Charles Edwards in the cosmic decided to dwell with us, just like Haile Selassie from 1892 to 75, dwell with us, Marcus Garvey from 1887 dwell with us from that time frame. They're those that obviously would have walked with them and sit with them and take unto their ways and could tell you about them. So Honorable Priest Flegal is one like that. And even some of the elders I mentioned earlier, they sit with the man. They talk with the man, some more intimately than others. Some might just see him and have a word. Some sit daily and have to give report. Some drive him and go forth and back. That's the seed that shall serve him. A generation of man and woman, ones that came unto King Emmanuel as youth. Everyone you call in as elders, young people they were. When they came unto the Mosiah, young people, 20 and some man in high teens and young teens too, 21, maybe 30, but young man really is what came unto the elder, you know, and stick with the elder and take unto the way. So this is what I'm saying. And some stay with the elder for decades. Some maybe just a couple of years, but they say that couple of years, man, even if you just visit him one time, man, write that in the book and say, yeah, man, I sit with the man and just make it, just count him as one of those that sit with the man. Yeah, nothing wrong, give thanks, for sure. So what I'm just showing you, you know, but there are those that minister unto him daily. Those that minister unto him at a time and maybe not for a time. This is important, especially for Bobo Shanti I that listening, you know. So these are the ones, these are the same elders I speak of with the wisdom, the wise mind. There's enough of them around. King Emmanuel not with us, but enough of them that was with him is with us. They have a lot of wisdom in them. Enough things they have, enough knowledge, enough things. Them man, they have enough things inside of them. Some of them things is chalice have to pull them out. Not no paper wrap up split. Chalice have to ram some of them talk out there. I'm telling you. Enough things inside of them. So this is why it says now that they shall serve the Lord. And when the Lord move on, the Psalm don't say that, but if they serve in the Lord, and then they're going to tell the next generation coming up, this is what the Lord had done. Yeah, okay. So that is what Priest Flegal telling Prophet Daniel. This is what the Lord has done. Prophet Daniel said, well, I wasn't there when the Lord was here. Priest Flegal said, well, let me show you what the Lord has done. And one morning when I wake up, I check the Lord. And let me tell you what the Lord tell I. Let me tell you what the man tell I. King Emmanuel show I this and show I that. Look, hear the man talking this and that. I was there when King Emmanuel say. Because you see, there's a seed that shall serve him, and it shall be accounted for a generation. And that seed that is accounted for a generation shall teach unto those that are to come, which is ones like I and I. This is what the Lord had done. So check the Psalm, man. That's the prophecy fulfilling the Psalm. So yeah, man, give thanks for the living prophecy at this moment. And it's from highlands to highlands. I know we don't say lowland to highland, but I mean, we have to come off of lowlands by now, man. So it's highlands. If you're still in lowlands, well, that's not a good thing. From highlands to highlands at this moment, fire, as we go through. So definitely give thanks, you know, reminding you of the Menelik II day. That's really what it is, you know, as I observe, you know, the mystic of the King Emmanuel structure and the Menelik II. Those who have never seen that video, you should check out the international YouTube channel, where we go into many different subject areas. Of course, as I was highlighting Menelik II, we have a episode that we did. I think it was around the time of the Battle of Adwa. entitled Menelik II and King Emmanuel, something of the sort. You should check it out if you never watch it and get a vibes of exactly what we're saying as it relates to that. But yes, the 3rd of November, just remind you again, that's the international launch of our international website. And of course, Radio Anu International, that is the 3rd of November. So all I need you to do is put that on your full calendar and make sure you become a part of that. That's very important. That is a full day session. You know, that will be from 6 a.m. until midnight itself. We'll be definitely there, you know, bringing in many different speakers and different individuals and interviews and everything, of course, on the holistic level, everything that, of course, on the conscious level. This is definitely to encourage each and everyone, as I said at the beginning, just to be there, you know, as we continue to hold a meditation. Yes, I give thanks, joy in the tiger's nest, and give thanks to the Black Christ in flesh. Of course, remember the Tiger's Nest, the international radio version of the Tiger's Nest. That is this evening, every evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we are definitely going into that this evening. I'm looking forward for your presence with us. If you don't know how to get there, it is the website priestisaacinstitute.com, and of course you'll definitely come straight into the Tiger's Nest. Yes, of course. And of course, yeah, so many things. Hey, listen, man, there's enough things, you know. Remember Sunday, I'm talking Sunday the 24th. I'm talking about the divine energy we're going into at the moment, the divine black, and that has to do with the presence of Africa in all civilization. If you missed the programs that we did prior to this, you should go and just give them a check, you know, as we went into the Moors and of course the Black saints in Christianity. And of course, when we went into Saint Martin the Porres, the man with the broom, the saint with the broom. And we showed the link with the Bobo Shanti and the broom, and the connection specifically with the order of King Emmanuel and the broom and the science of the broom. Because remember, this is why everything, you know, everything that you see us do and talk about, to some people it may seem as if it gone somewhere outside of the realms of even Rastafari. Nah, man, everything is connected. Rastafari is life, Rastafari is everything. Is like the God concept. God is life and God is everything. So Rastafari is creation. So everything in creation is supposed to be able to correspond with Rastafari, even down to the elements. You know, if you remember the program we did on osmosis, and of course the Noah and the sodium sulfate and all of that stuff there, everything in nature, if you don't remember that, well, it's right there on the YouTube channel. Or if you never seen that program, really, I hope I'm not going too fast for some of us. But the point is that everything is connected to Rastafari. That's the vibes in truth and in power. Yeah, man, give thanks for the Black Christ in flesh. Give thanks for the love, you know. It's almost as if, you know, we don't want to go tonight, but everything is blessed. Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Lord.